Good morning, traders. I hope you're doing extremely well, and welcome to Prime FX morning call. So, what's our morning call about? Our morning call is basically about what giving you guys our watches for the day, any trades that we've potentially have entered, reasoning why we've entered these trades, etc. So, I'm going to start off with GBPCAD, and I'm eyeballing this pair to the T. And the reason why I'm eyeballing this pair is because last night what happened with this pair was there was a gap in the market. Clearly can identify on a smaller time frame, but there's a gap here in the market. Price action started lower, came back into it, consolidating, but in fact what it did was create a double bottom. And in this double bottom, I did say to everyone in the group, keep your eye around this level here. Reason why I say that is because if you pull your Fibonacci from these highs to the lows here, you'll see we've got the 38.2, which is a nice rejection from this region, which is why I've got my eyes sealed onto this pair. I'm going to wait for price action to come around here, and once it comes there, we're looking to take a nice short to the downside, so keep your eyes on that pair. Euro USD, yes, we have finally got the pair moving to the downside. Remember how I was saying that we've got this flag pattern, but I'd like price action to come down into this area, the 1.11 level, which is our psychological number. Also, it would validate this long trend by making this higher highs, higher lows, equal highs, creating another higher low. And then we could look for a potential bullish run up to the monthly resistance at 1.12500 level. Keep your eyes sealed to that. We've got CAD Swiss at the moment running in profit slightly. Reason why we bought this pair was because what you can see is price action last week was price action firstly on a 4-hour time frame, creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, equal lows. Once we've had this equal low, what am I expecting? I'm expecting price action to continue and make a new high. However, I needed confirmation, and I've finally got the confirmation. Price action obviously came down into here, multiple fake outs of the range, finally broke above the range, and we've closed above. Going back on the 1-hour time frame, you can clearly see what price actions right now doing. It's engulfing. We've had multiple consolidation regions within this area. I'm going to show you on a 15-minute what I was looking at. Here what we was looking at was price action making a double bottom here. Also, we've had this bullish engulfing, which engulfed this entire region. Another reason was that price action had a fake out. You see how we've had a fake out period here and we couldn't sustain below. Even though we've closed below, we've always kept on coming back up. Multiple rejections, 1, 2, 3, 4. Also within this region, we had a nice morning star formation that occurred here, which was an indication that we may be ready to run up out of this range. We tried to run up out of the range, but we came back in. But so what was happening was price action was just exhausting. Also, in order for price action to continue to the downside, it needs to come up. So if this is a trend changing formation, price action needs to come down and create a low. So it created an equal low. What does it need to do? Create a lower high. A lower high can be anywhere below this region because this is the structure that caused this move to the downside. So which is why I'm saying my targets is there. So if we do pump into this area, that's 77 pips in profit, I can move my stop loss into break even and watch if price action can break above this region here. Okay, if price action can break above that region, then we could potentially see continuation and take out this entire high and move on to going to create a new high. Okay, we've also got GBPUSD. I'm keeping my eyes on this. I'd like a breakout of this range here that it's in. A clear breakout would give me an indication that price action wants to make a move down. But then we've got this trend line that's also acting as a support. Okay, we've broken out the trend line and we have been trading for quite some time above. Ideally, I'd like to see a break into this range, retest back into the trend line, look for a short trade and put my stop loss above the structure. And then I can look for continuation to the downside. Looking at the dollar index, it is coming back up, which is quite lovely to see. However, the only reason why I'm being quite wary about this is because I know that we've got 4-hour resistance around here. So ideally, I'd like to see price action start trading around the 97.50 region and break higher. Then so I can know that price action wants to kind of move in our direction. Okay, we've got USDCAD, which will be retracing. Once it retraces, we are going to be potentially looking for a second entry. If we don't get a second entry, we could potentially be having price action rally to the upside. CAD JPY. On a daily time frame, let me just show you guys. Remember how I was saying to you that we've had the A, B, C, we're waiting for that D extension, which is up here. On a 4-hour time frame, I am looking for that I am looking for right now price to break this resistance. If we can get a break and close above this resistance, we are in a nice uptrend that we could see potential move just continuing to the upside. We have got this bullish momentum here, bullish engulfing, and now we are seeing the momentum starting to carry on and go in our favor. So I hope you enjoyed that quick technical analysis. I'm gonna keep you guys up to date with what happens. But just quickly, I would like to go through some New Zealand pairs, and the reason why I say that is because we do have New Zealand data that is going to be released in the beginning of the week. We have tomorrow at approximately 9:45. We have unemployment rates. That's going to have a massive effect on NZDCAD. It's going to have a massive effect on NZDJPY, NZDUSD. Keep your eyes on all of these pairs and Euro NZD, and we could potentially have a massive sell-off. But apart from that, guys, I hope you enjoy this little morning breakdown, and I catch up with you lot later. I am going to look and keep an eye on NZDCAD. The reason why I say that is because it is starting to look good, but I'd like to see an hourly bullish and bearish engulfing and close below. Then we could look to take a trade. Because if we take a trade now, this could be a potential fake out, come and touch the moving averages and reverse back up. Remember, price creating high highs, higher lows, higher highs. Could just be creating higher low before continue creating higher high. So let me get that bearish engulfing. Let me get that candlestick formation. Okay, at the moment we're not seeing those signs. Moving averages are here, 15-minute candlesticks. Still, momentum still hasn't clearly shifted. We're still just hovering around this region. So yeah, I'm going to keep you guys up to date with what happens with all of these pairs. Remember, NZDCAD, GBPCAD on our watch list. Peace.